What is clearly becoming uncontrollable? Capitalism. It's killing our planet. In the US, we can't even really vote in our own self-interest anymore because all of the politicians are bought and paid for by lobbyists. Generally speaking, everything is getting worse quality-wise, quantity-wise, and yet it costs 5 times more. We don't live in a country so much anymore as 5 corporations dressed in a trench coat. The system is working as intended by the folks that put it in place. The police. They think they are the ruling class and treat citizens like shit. They are law enforcement, not policy enforcement or feelings arrest on ego. It has got to stop. They kill and say they felt their safety was at risk. They can cost a person their job, car, house and freedom and crack jokes. Mental illness brought on or brought out in the light by social media misinformation. Amount of people with PhDs and master's degrees that believe in politicians drinking adrenochrome from tortured children and JFK Jr. coming back to life to help Trump take over is unnervingly disturbing. Times. But in my lifetime, over 1 billion people have been lifted out of poverty. Many cancers are treatable, and we can use a device in our hand to get food from anywhere nearby deliveries to our door. Women who think that empowering women means putting men down. Empowering women means to empower women to speak up for themselves, not that they now need to insult men in order that men feel inferior to them. I think it's social media because it appears to be getting harder to control the impact of social media in the areas of misinformation spreading, cyberbullying, and polarization of public discourse. Lip fillers, as a woman who is extremely against aesthetic procedures, it's just becoming too sad and gross. A lot of women literally just look the same, but not even in a pretty way. Entitlement, selfishness, self-obsession, lack of empathy. Seriously, all this comes from social media, and when I look at my younger brother's friends' teenagers, they seem completely fucked. Social media is destroying a whole generation and maybe soon all of humanity. See my videos on Insta, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Buy my underwear on OnlyFans. See my ass on Mostly Us. Middle schoolers. Many teachers are no longer allowed to remove students. Teachers have been stripped of control of their classroom by school boards and administrators. Plastic pollution. Every beach that I travel to now has more trash than I can clean up. I used to always try and clean up beaches that I visited. The task is impossible now. Rounding the corner to end stage capitalism. The concentration of wealth into the hands of the few, and the rise of massive conglomerations that no one can fight against. Climate change, mind-boggling. The abuse of PBMs in the American healthcare space. PBMs are middlemen that gobble up healthcare dollars without producing any good or service for the consumer. Air quality. I never had allergy problems until about 10 years ago. And now they seem to get worse every spring and are getting bad in fall too. AI affecting our quality of life. But honestly, life is fucked up either way unless you've made it, which is a combination of skill and luck. Pandering to religious extremists. Sometimes you don't have freedom of religion when your religion says other people need to die. Climate change and our ability to fight it time's running out, and those bastards up top sure aren't contributing any less to it. In my neck of the woods, crime ... short of killing anyone, you can pretty much get away with anything around here. The ultra-wealthy. They are like black holes that will simply gain more mass until there is nothing but cold emptiness. Truck headlights, third-class mail, puppy mills, ticket prices, and political influence from the super-rich. Custard, that and lemon curd. There's just no need for any of it. Particularly is also becoming a concern. The rise of insane Christian fundamentalists in America and insane Islamic fundamentalists in Europe. Before people were just jerks, and now they can be famous on social networks and make money from it. The number of people who think they can outsmart their cats. Spoiler, the cats are still winning. US government spending. $34 truly. And not one politician advocating a real plan to address it. Capitalism. Every aspect of Western life It's becoming more driven by profits at all costs. People that get dogs and don't train them properly or care for them well. Capitalism, our politicians, our government, rent, the cost of living, prickly plants in pool areas that have thorns that stick to clothing, the number of feral dogs and cats in American and European cities, bad AI things leading to scams and AINSFW. Informational security, people watching videos playing music in public with no headphones, misinformation, it's everywhere. Social media is filled with it. Mother there she was ever controllable. She's angry. People's dependency on technology and electricity. Scary stuff. Corporate greed in the quest for unlimited shareholder returns. Unchecked mental health problems and subsequent drug abuse. Attorney control and abuse of power of the judicial system. Capitalism can probably summarize most problems with that. The king's gone mad with power. He's gonna eat the chort. The rapid spread of misinformation and disinformation.